Oh my word,
Wait,
Mom!
bring her in. Cat.
They want you to come in here. Don't ever do that again.
Do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
That scared me.
Hi.
I scared her.
Kathy.
She's got pregnant.
She gets scared every episode. Bryce walks in and scares her all the time.
Actually, that's true.
It happens often.
Can you hear us at all?
Yeah, can she hear us?
Can you hear them?
No, I can't hear her good.
Oh,
Dang
she's
it.
just like petting Casey's face for a second.
Yeah.
She's pumped.
Hi.
This is like a dream come true.
Mom,
For
from
us
the
too.
podcast.
I know.
This is our
Aw.
dream. This was on our
This
vision
is-
board.
Really?
Kath,
It
come on the
actually was to
podcast.
have our moms on. Yeah.
Talk
Yeah.
into the mic. Talk in here.
You need to talk
Okay.
to me.
Yeah.
So wouldn't that be fun for all three moms?
That'd be fun. Hey, my
I
mom's coming into
know.
town this weekend. Are you still going to be here?
Here? Like
Yeah. Are you still going to be with Case?
no.
Dang
Like,
it. I was
kidding.
just with my mom, but I
Oh,
did
man.
not bring my
Oh, I
equipment.
see. Then we would all be together.
You
Okay.
know, if
I
we
mean,
were all at
each
the
one
same
had their-
time.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I
You're
don't think
tracking.
that's going to work out.
Hey, I was gonna say sometimes Casey her voice doesn't project as loud as your guys's. So I don't know
Oh.
if she's not as close to the mic.
Okay.
Casey's just not a professional like us.
No, you can't hear, Mom.
No, but I can hear them too.
Yeah, because they're shrill. I'm more low.
Okay.
What? Because they're
More shrill.
Get out of here,
What
Casey.
does that even mean?
Well, just to remind her though, to maybe get her mouth closer to
Get
the
her
mic.
mouth close to the mic.
I think
Okay,
she's
this
always
is good
going,
feedback.
We'll remind her.
See, we don't
and
even
then-
need an email for this. Listeners, listen up.
So the
Sometimes
other
it just takes coming in person to tell us
Yeah.
what we're doing right and wrong.
So the other day, I had to say my email to someone, and I was cringing, and I was saying, Bucktud, and they're like, and I go, okay, Bucktud, and they go, okay, is that Bucktud? I go, yes. So I had to say it anyways, big and bold. You guys, it was a mistake to make that email, but it's too. I'm too deep into it.
Mom, can you explain?
You're too deep into it at this rate.
Can you explain for our viewers, Mother, why you went with the name Buck Tud and what do both of those names signify?
Okay. So Bucktud is kind of a weird email, but I tried a whole bunch of others at the time. I tried Kathy Perez, Kathy Lynn, all taken.
I'll take
And
it.
so I'm like, okay, I'll get them this way. I'm going to take my two nicknames, which is Buck,
And why is it Buck?
because I guess my teeth were a little bucked when I was little and mom called me Bucky. So Buck has been a long life nickname. And then my other nickname is Tud, Tud, because I guess my brother couldn't say whatever. He said Tud.
Couldn't say
Which-
Kathy?
I know, but I don't know
And
if they
so
called me
Tud was
Kathy.
the closest.
Huh.
Okay.
I guess. I don't know. He called me Tud. And so that was my, ever since I was little, nickname. So I thought, I'll just do my two nicknames, BuckTud at hotmail.com. And it worked. It worked.
And it worked. No one had that name.
But little did
so
I know I'd
good.
be spelling that stupid name out for years. Bucktud. And then they try and say it back to me. Buck? Tud? Go, yes. Anyway.
Yes, thank you. That is correct.
That's
Yes.
so good.
So
Thank you for explaining
my
that.
please delete all of
gosh.
this.
No.
No.
Nah.
Mom, I want you to tell us who has the worst nickname in our family and why.
Oh, that's good.
My siblings or
Like
you
all
guys?
of our family. Like your siblings or who do you think has the worst nickname of all of
So
us?
remember,
Our
nicknames
family?
are a
Who got
big
the
thing
short
in the
and the strong?
Perez. What's your maiden name?
Stutzman.
Stutzman. In the Stutzman Perez family. So they all have these like fun little nicknames.
So Casey just asked me who has the worst nickname of the family.
And why? And what's the story behind it?
Do I know the answer?
I'm asking. It's a
So,
question.
so no, I know, but is it something that I know the answer? I'm trying to.
I asked you what's the worst nickname in
Like,
the family?
your
Like, what do you
opinion.
From
think?
your perspective of our family.
Okay, so if Chris or you guys,
No. Of our family.
just
Everybody in our
everyone.
family.
Okay. Let me think just a second. Okay, so I think the worst nickname. So my mom gave the grandkids, well, us kids to start with, and then all the grandkids got nicknames. So one of my sister Carla, her oldest one, he was like really a bad baby, like kind of bald all the time.
Okay.
And
Bald
so they
all the time?
like
That's what
cried.
made it
Like
bad.
cried.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
yeah,
Cried.
not bald.
Not bald like
I
hairless.
heard bald.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he was kind of, they said, horrible. And so my mom called him Horbator. I mean,
Orbitor.
so I'd say that was one of the worst ones because he just then was Horbator.
Wow.
Because he was a horrible baby.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Oh, my.
I love that. How old is he now?
30s.
30s, and he's still Horbitor to the fam.
I don't really call him Horbator.
It's probably horbitor@hotmail.com.
Horbitor at hotmail.com.
So she really, she gave a lot of thought to these nicknames, and there was love in them.
Yeah.
But she used to call Casey Pumpkin Teeth. I think she said that once on a
Pumpkin Teeth.
podcast.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Christopher, his name was hard to say, and one of the cousins called him Fifafa. And so because Christopher is kind of hard to say, and so then my mom thought, hey, that's a good one, but I'll just kind of tweak it. So she called him Fiffy.
Fiffy.
Instead of Fifafa, it was Fiffy. So
I
he's
like
still
that.
well, she doesn't still call him because she's no longer
She's
with
no
us.
longer with us.
She's in heaven.
Oh, she's in heaven.
Yes.
May she
But-
rest in peace.
Yes. But there's a lot of other nicknames. I mean, there's tons of them, but that's just
Those are
couple of
good
them.
ones.
Those
yeah.
are really good.
So one of the other cousins is kind of had yellow skin a little bit. I think it was more tan, but mom thought he looked yellow. My mom thought he was yellow, so she calls him Yellows.
I think that was my favorite.
Yeah.
Isn't that one of Carlene's kids?
No, that's my sister again with the Horbitor.
Oh, okay. Horbitor.
With the Horbitor and yellows.
Yellow.
Oh, I want to know, I wish in another life I could have been born in that family just to know
Totally.
what my nickname would have been.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Wow, that's really funny.
It was a rite of passage.
It was a
When you
rite of
got that-
passage.
Mm-hmm. So
Yep.
Pumpkin teeth and buck tud right here in the flesh.
Hey, it's Casey,
I'm Meredith.
And this is Kiara.
and we're three best friends in a long distance relationship.
We've learned some valuable lessons along the way over the last 10 years of being friends.
Now let's get to it because
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey. Okay, we all got to pick a part. We can't just keep
Well,
switching
I-
the parts. I
You were all
tried.
three parts.
No, I wasn't. I went to the second one, and then you
Sorry.
started after I started. I'll do the third
Okay.
part. Mary, you do the
Okay.
first. Kara, you do the second. I'll do the third.
Okay. We're a little lagging, so this
Okay,
will
ready?
be kind of interesting.
Okay, ready?
yeah.
Hey, 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 hey.
No.
Is that right?
no.
It was kind of close. The last note.
What is it?
wasn't quite
Hey,
right.
what is it?
It's just thirds of each other.
Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, hey, hey. It's been forever.
Doot, 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 doot. That's like so high. Sorry, Kate. I can't whistle. I also
So
don't know
just
that
result
note.
to screaming.
Yes.
Hey, hey, hey. Oh my god.
Actually, the point of this podcast is to make your eardrums break.
yeah.
I don't
Headphone
do
warning.
Headphone warning.
One morning. Well, too late. After it's already too late for you.
Hey guys, warning. It's been forever.
Warning.
Oh my gosh. Hey, you know what I thought about the other day? Vanessa Hudgens and Ashley Tisdale are both pregnant at the same time. And I feel like that's kind of iconic.
That
They
I didn't know
are?
Ashley Tisdale was pregnant. I knew Vanessa.
minute,
was.
wait a minute.
Yeah.
They're pregnant, and guess who else is pregnant? We are. We're pregnant at the same time they are.
I was like, I don't know.
We're basically in High School Musical.
Wait, hold on. So I'm Vanessa in this situation, obviously.
Dang it.
You're
I
Ashley
don't want to be
Tisdale.
Ashley Tisdale.
No, you should be.
Aw.
Like it makes sense, and like they both are great in their own ways. Like you have
You know
a,
who Kiara is?
multi. Who?
Kira's
Ryan. We both knew it.
I love. Also,
No,
love,
don't make
we
me
don't know.
Ryan.
We don't know what the actor's name is. We just know the character.
And also, she's wearing a hat, which is so Ryan.
Gun to my head, don't know
so
Ryan's real name.
No one does. No one does.
No one does.
He's
like he probably
not
looks
important.
the same as what he did in 2005.
Probably
though.
bald.
You know what I mean?
I would guess bald. Maybe a goatee.
Here and now, it's time for celebration.
figured out.
Yeah.
I think the iconic one though is Bob to the Top. Like that is what. his break was.
Mm-hmm.
Suave.
Suave. Oh, the Spanish is just absolutely butchered.
Yeah,
in the
what
whole
was
song.
that
so
song?
bad.
Caliente.
What even is suave?
Suave.
What
It's
does suave
smooth.
mean?
Like
Yeah.
smooth.
Well, the only thing that I remember from any Spanish classes was "Sí, sí, me gusta," and I don't even think that's like people.
Yes,
actually say
I
that.
like.
Exactly. That's like the only thing I remember is like things that we would say back to him. He'd be like, "Sí, sí, me gusta," and then I have a vivid memory. And this was also a student teacher who taught me Spanish 1 and Spanish 2, and he would just do like backflips randomly in like our class. And I don't know why I have that memory, but like literally he was the most like I
hate
think we
that.
all thought he was hot because like he was like 5 years older than us, so naturally
And doing backflips.
and doing backflips, and he like knew
he thought he was
Spanish,
hot
what we
too.
thought. Oh yeah. And he would just be like, "Sí, sí, me gusta," and we're all like, "Sí, sí, me gusta." We thought we were like the coolest people walking
that.
those halls of EMHS. I'm like, unless I made that up, I swear that's where I learned my Spanish.
Yeah.
Was Mr. No Name,
Mr. No Name.
student teacher.
In my fifth grade in Spanish class, our teacher would go around and ask every single person, ¿Cómo estás? And we could either answer, bien or mal. But everyone answered mal because she would go, oh, ¿por qué? And it made you just feel like, everyone just wanted some attention.
I would always be like, así.
Así. Yeah, you could say that too.
Oh, classic.
I know.
Muy bien.
And
But then if you said really good, they'd be like, why? And then you'd be like, ugh, don't ask me that.
Don't ask me that.
La playa.
But there was this one girl who always had headaches. And so I remember something, cabeza, because that's head. So she'd say like, muy mal. And she'd say, oh, por qué? And she'd say something about something cabeza. And I was like, get over yourself.
Bear's in the corner like, yeah,
Your
right.
head doesn't hurt every single class.
It can't hurt.
Okay.
She had head on. Do you remember that stuff?
Head on. What was it?
Head on.
Head on.
Apply directly to the
forehead.
forehead.
Head on. Yes.
It was for like headaches. I guess she actually
Oh.
did have headaches. So sorry.
You're like,
but-
actually thinking about it. She had.
I'm thinking about it. I think she wasn't faking.
Actually, did your school also teach like did you have to choose a language like Spanish or French or
Ours was
whatever?
only Spanish.
We only had
Okay.
Spanish.
We had Spanish or French, but it was like 95%.
Of course you did, EMHS.
I know EMHS,
Of
but it was like
course.
95% people went Spanish, and then there was only like 3 people in the French class. And now I'm kind of regretting though that I wasn't in French. Like, how sexy would that be? Like,
Okay, well, here, let me
You know?
tell you from the perspective where Bryce had Spanish and French. He probably had something else too.
okay,
He doesn't remember anything. Not one word. Well, he knows, je m'appelle Bryce. My name is Bryce.
cool. Classic.
And I think that's all.
And that's it. Not even like the 1 to 10.
No, he might know that.
Maybe
But
a 1 to 10.
I know,
Yeah.
I know the trois from watching Passport to Paris with
With the
Mary
Olsen
Kate and
twins?
Ashley.
Oh, American Ashley.
That movie
What?
is the best movie I've ever seen. And I don't care what
It's
anyone
so
says.
good.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
You've never seen Passport to Paris.
I'm going to tell you guys something. I've never seen any of the Mary Kate and Ashley like, movies.
You didn't live.
I'm actually shocked because even I have.
Billboard Dad is like game changer.
Yes.
Poor Dad, is that the name of the movie?
Yes. They
Mary
put their
Kate
dad
and
on a billboard
Ashley.
because he's single and they want him to get with somebody. So they put an ad on a billboard.
That's a wild concept for a movie.
Iconic.
Mm-hmm.
New
Where
York
can I watch these
Minute.
now?
That's the one.
New York Minute. And see, that wasn't a great film.
Really?
That was like their last one that just...
I don't know why I feel like I remember loving that.
I just loved like when they were young and like falling in love with all these guys from all over the place.
Okay, to put things into perspective, It Takes Two was one of their first ones, and it came out in 1995.
We weren't even alive yet.
So that's maybe
weren't
why
even
I never
alive.
watched them.
So this could be why. So they're, I mean, it's funny because like looking at them,
It
I'm
was
like,
like
oh,
early
they're that much
2000s was a
older.
majority. Early 2000s was
Yeah.
a majority of the.
They're probably like 6 or 7 years older than us. Like,
Yeah.
not a large age gap, but enough to like.
Enough.
If we didn't get on the hurdle like on the front end, it probably would make sense that you didn't see it. But
Yeah.
there was one, Winning London. Do you remember that one? Okay, so pretty much they would go to these different cities. So it was like the New York one,
Yeah.
a London one, was there an Australian?
Yes. Well, that one
One.
was the witness protection program
Oh,
because what is that one called?
I
Is it
know.
called witness protection program?
Oh, Our Lips Are Sealed.
Thank you. That one is so good because she is at the mall. They're always at the mall. Like literally every movie they're at the mall. But they're at the
That was
mall.
such a 2000s thing.
Oh, I know.
Right.
They're at the mall and she squeezes the ketchup bottle and it's like not working. So she like shakes it a ton and then she squeezes it. And this America's Most Wanted guy happens to be running out, and when she squeezes it, the ketchup comes out of the bottle and it gets on him and he thinks he got shot. And because he thinks he got shot, they're now a target, so they have to go into the witness protection program. And they move all over the place, and they keep spoiling that they're in the witness protection program, which is the point of being in the witness protection program.
Yeah.
At one point, they end up in an Amish colony, I think, or something like that. And they did not want to be there. So they just go outside and they're like, everyone, we're in the witness protection program, because they did not want to be there.
That's funny.
So the
my
main setting of
gosh.
everything is in Australia because that's where they ended up like, no, we want to be here and we don't want to tell anything. But because they cried wolf so many times to the guy who was like in charge of protecting them, when they actually needed protecting, like no one came for them right away. You know, it's just a classic misunderstanding.
Classic.
Classic.
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah. But just
This exact scenario.
literally couldn't love those movies more. And if you love those movies, can you please write us an email and tell us which one is your
Write us
favorite?
an email.
Because I would love to talk about Mary Kate and Ashley movies with you.
Same.
And
You know
I
what
quote them all the time. Go ahead.
I don't think we quote them as much as you, but I was going to say what we should also circle back to is our hometown malls. Like, how are they doing? Also, how
Bad.
are malls in general? There's a mall here in Charlotte. I get why it's doing well because it has Free People. It has American Eagle. Like, there's certain things that are like not Apple, like not going to go out.
Oh, yeah.
Harrisonburg's mall. I'm like, we have the most obscure places. And also, how is that one iPhone 12 phone case stand still in business? You know what I
Amen.
mean?
That is
Yeah.
so
How are you
confusing.
making
Money
enough
laundering. Money laundering.
It has to be. No, hometown
Actually,
malls.
you know,
we should do a study.
okay, the Sioux Center Mall actually kind of thriving. They only have one big chain store in it, which is
Okay.
Maurice's.
I was gonna
Yes.
say, oh,
But all the other shops are like local stores.
Is that where
Like,
the
that's-
112 is?
That 312, that's where that boutique I
312.
used to work at is in there. There's a couple like floral shops that are also like decor shops.
Okay.
They have a movie theater. They have a pizza ranch in there. They have Casey's Bakery is in there.
oh, I
It,
remember.
like-
I went to Casey's.
Yeah.
Casey's for breakfast once, and it was
Yeah.
super good.
Yes. So that mall it's like small, like they figured out they don't like it does not have American Eagle. It doesn't have Aerie. It doesn't have those things, but it doesn't really need it because
Right.
it has like small town shops in it. And, it's kind of
doing
cute.
okay. Like, people
And
are
it's doing
going
okay.
to the
People
mall.
are there, yeah, and they'll have like Santa Claus will go there. They have like a train that rides around for kids. But the one that's in State College, Pennsylvania, that I grew up going to, not good.
Huh.
Mm.
You know, I think the last time I was at the mall, which the only times in the last couple years have been to purchase one specific thing. Maybe we'll need to cut this out. Maybe not. I don't know. But the friends that have been getting married, I've been going to Spencer's. and buying them a
Oh, yeah.
specific, which you know.
Yeah. You go to the back,
Yeah.
the back
Case
aisle
is
in
iconic.
Spencer's.
I literally go to the back. I literally don't look at anyone. I like
no, you don't look
I'm a-
at
I'm a
anybody. You don't make
regular-
any contact. You
No,
just go
I'm like, I
straight
know
to
where
the
I'm
back.
going, to the back. And I get these certain cards that are fun.
Oh.
And I get them for my friends who are getting married. And it's just like the best thing ever. I'm like, yes, $7.99, swipe my card. I leave. And that is probably the last time that I went to the mall was my friend that got married in January for her bachelorette.
Are they
because
the
I'm
same
like,
cards that you
oh,
got?
same cards.
That
Like
is so
same
funny.
same cards. Like
It's
I look
really
at the
funny.
back
So
and I'm like,
funny.
yeah, made in 2012. This is the right. This is
That
the
is
right.
so
2012.
funny.
Just iconic cards that I'm like, I need to get these. I mean, sorry, everybody. These sex cards. It's
Yeah.
especially fun. You know, people who haven't done
Carrie, you
anything
know what?
physically. Yeah.
Next time you go, you make eye contact with the cashier as you're walking in. You make eye contact and you say, yeah. That's just, yeah.
He's like, oh, welcome back here. And I'm like, that's right.
Welcome back. You make eye contact and
I
you
have
say, you know where I'm
another
going.
bridesmaid.
Yeah.
It is my
always
favorite
a bridesmaid.
to see. Always a bridesmaid, never a bride. But it's so fun to see the friends that like open these cards. So pretty much the premise is when Casey got married, 2018. This was like the first time I'd ever been in a wedding. First friend getting married. You know,
Mhm.
it's like new to us all. So
Big deal.
me and Mare,
Yeah.
obviously in the wedding, great. We do a bachelorette the week of the wedding because a lot of people were like from out of town, whatever. And I don't even know how we got started with this. I don't know if Meredith and I went. Whoa, I had a really big list right there. Sorry, Meredith.
You
and
did? I didn't hear it.
I didn't hear it.
You didn't?
We would have roasted you if you did.
Yeah, we
I
totally
know.
would have roasted you.
Okay, well then I'm gonna just move past it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyways, we got these cards, and it's like 50. It's like a deck of cards, but they're 52 sex position cards.
Mhm.
So naturally,
Mhm.
someone who hasn't had sex before, we're like, hey, this could be kind of fun, you know, bachelorette. And I have this memory of the night of the wedding, staying up stupid late.
We stayed up so late. Why did we do
just-
that?
I think we were like locked ourselves in your bathroom
We
because we were
did.
all so like just like nervous to say anything out loud, and we're like, let's look at these cards. And I literally would like read out the description and be like, what do you think the difficulty is on the level
Yes,
of like 1
because
to 5?
it would rate it 1 to 5 stars, like how
No.
difficult it was, and then she
Uh-huh.
would name the position, and then
and I would name it because it had crazy names.
Yeah,
Was
like,
I
just
there?
names that are like
no, it was just
Yeah,
me and Kiera.
I was gonna
No,
say,
it was
I
just
don't
me.
remember that.
No, because Mara would have definitely been
Oh.
asleep. Let's be real here.
So yeah, the memory I have is the night before Casey's wedding. We're just reading off these sex positions because we know nothing, and we're just like, I'm just describing what the card says, and I'm like telling her like how hard do you think this is? And we're just like 1 to 5, so we're just like the difficulty level, the name, reading the descriptions. We're just having a ball, and honestly, that is
A
just
ball.
a core memory I have.
Mhm.
And now all of my girlfriends getting married.
Receive
it's just
these
like
cards.
fun to receive these cards when you're
Yes.
like, this is just a new world to you. Like getting married, having sex now is like, here are some cards. Have fun with this. And it is just like my favorite thing ever to like see people like open up this gift and be like, what the heck is this?
It's,
and I'm like,
it is
trust
quite
me.
the gift. It's
Trust
quite
me.
the
Like
gift.
I'm like, I've read these cards with like 12 other friends. Don't even worry about it. Like, you're
Don't
gonna have
even
fun.
worry.
Anyway, so just like, don't even worry. So it's just fun. So that is my memory of the mall, circling, back to the mall, here in Charlotte.
Oh, well, we need to answer the question. I need to finish answering the question about my mall then, because you've
Okay.
talked about your mall, Mare.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Mall.
Yeah, that takes us back to mall.
Mall.
Yeah, so I actually had a pretty rockin' mall, I feel like. It was the
Okay.
Coral Ridge Mall. Had an ice
we been
skating.
there?
I don't know.
Well, it's like Iowa City-ish, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's
So it would be pretty
Coraville is
good.
like a town next to Iowa City. It's
Yeah.
basically the same thing. But it had an ice skating rink, movie theater, huge food court. That was the very first time I ever had Chick-fil-A. Like we got a Chick-fil-A in the food
Ooh.
court. And then there was a place called Saraku Japan, and they would always hand out free samples, and they say yummy yummy chicken teriyaki. And
I like that.
I loved going to the mall, and you'd walk past the sample guy like 5 times.
Mhm.
We had a Target, we had a Barnes and Noble, which had a Starbucks in it before Starbucks, like, you know, were like everywhere.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
really thought like it was the coolest thing in the world. And it had a Scheels. So a Scheels is like, it's a pretty Midwestern thing,
Yeah.
but it's basically like the equivalent of Dick's, except way cooler.
But also with like hunting
Shields.
stuff and like
I don't
Yeah.
even think I know what
Yeah.
that is.
Yeah. I don't think
can
you
get
would.
they sell like Pure Vita, they sell Birkenstock,
They sell every single brand you can
Hydro
possibly
Flask.
think of.
any like outdoorsy, but also
Sports.
like yeah.
I got all my sports stuff from Scheels.
Mhm.
Like you can buy baseball pants, but you can also buy like a fishing rod.
Mhm.
And like they have everything. Everything you could ever want in a Scheels. Pretty much. And they even have snacks. So yeah. But I really loved our mall. I think our mall is still doing okay. Like obviously there's a few stores that like, you know, don't make it because that's retail.
Right.
That's his life.
But I feel like a bigger town like that, it would make sense that it's still doing pretty well.
I think it's
Up
still
and
pretty
off.
relevant. And I don't know if I'd go back, like they had like a place area and they had an Iowa Children's Museum attached to it too. So you could go and like play and like be imaginative as a kid and like has this really cool rooms and
You
stuff.
gonna like take your kid there?
I don't know. Maybe I should.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Did we eat like pizza
you're, like,
there
with
together or
child.
something? I like
Maybe.
mushroom space
Mellow
pizza.
mushroom.
Mellow mushroom.
Yes. I love
Yeah.
it. That place isn't there anymore.
Aw.
I loved that pizza.
I remember you hyped it up a lot. It was very
Was
good,
that-
but I remember being like, "Oh, this is like a thing."
Was that your bachelorette?
I don't know. We
Maybe?
ate there. No,
We went to the mall to get my bachelorette dress. We all went to Forever 21 at the mall. Yes.
Maybe that's what that forever. Okay,
because I thought we had like your nephews with us too when we ate there.
Maybe. I mean,
I
maybe
remember
we
Bryce
went multiple
being there.
times.
So we
You
probably
came
went
for
a
my
couple
birthday.
times.
You came for my birthday. That was the time that you're
Me?
thinking of. Yes.
Ah.
hmm Anyway, yeah, so
Love
that's
that.
my mall. But
Love that.
I would like to now transition us to Casey's Sports Corner.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Hey guys, welcome back to It's Been Forever. I'm Meredith,
I'm Casey.
And I'm Kiera.
and today we have another rousing edition of Casey's Sports Corner.
That's right, we
Because
do.
it is-
Oh!
It's Merch Madness.
basketball
Mm.
Big
I don't think we really say
britches.
Merch Madness. We usually say just March Madness.
Okay, so
usually
it's
fine.
March Madness, everyone.
Merch.
So Casey, take us away.
Okay, perfect. I have a couple questions for you guys today.
Oh, no.
We are going to be talking about both the men's and the women's March Madness NCAA tournaments.
Okay. I'm sweating
Okay.
already.
I didn't know that they even had women's March Madness. So
Okay, yikes. Get with the times.
okay, cool.
I have first a prerequisite question just to test your knowledge on
okay.
basketball.
What does an NCAA mean?
Actually, I should ask you guys
No,
that, but I
don't
won't.
ask that.
I'm not going to. I'm
Okay,
not going
thank
to.
you. I thought that's
So
what you were gonna
let's say your team doesn't make it to the NCAA tournament. Okay, you don't make March Madness.
Mm-hmm.
What is the secondary tournament you could make?
April Madness.
the losers bracket.
Some would say that, Kira. Some would describe it as such.
Really? That is why I said it.
Yeah, no, it's the NIT. It's
What?
the NIT tournament. Same
Nitwit.
format, same thing.
Nope, never heard of it.
Just secondary. You didn't make.
It sounds like
you didn't
they're
make
an
March
IT.
Madness. Yeah, it's not. But I get what you're
You see
saying.
it?
But
'Cause,
yeah,
like,
so
NIT.
if you don't make March Madness, and you're still kind of good enough, you go to the NIT. If you're really bad, you don't make either.
Your season's over?
Who's
Yeah.
like in that bracket?
So, for example, the Iowa men's basketball team, they were being considered for March Madness, but because they didn't win a couple games that they should have, they went to the NIT.
Okay.
So it's like you're good, but like you're not good enough.
Like the B team, essentially.
Yeah, you're the B team.
Okay.
It's the B tournament.
The B tournament.
Yeah. Does that
I'm
make
tracking.
sense?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Should we dive into the questions now?
Please.
Let's do
All
it.
right. So the first question, it pertains to men's NCAA March Madness. And I want to ask you guys, what is the record for most individual 3-pointers in an NCAA basketball men's game?
In
So,
one game?
In one game.
Oh, shoot.
Is it 15, 8, 10, or 11?
This is not points. This is the number of 3-pointers.
Correct.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna
they
say
shot
11.
that many times.
Shot and made them?
Yes.
I'm going to say 11.
You're going to say 11? Kira?
And I'm going to say 15.
You're going to say 15? Meredith.
No!
The number 33 just felt right. 33 points. Just
Okay.
felt right.
Good job,
Wow.
Mare.
Okay.
I'm
Happy for
bummed.
you, Mare. So
Thank you.
the
Thank
fun
you.
thing about this is that's the current record, 11. Someone in the tournament actually shot 10 and got very, very close to tying the record. Funny enough, the guy is from a very low seed and no one saw it coming. So it was one of those like Cinderella story
That's
moments
kinda
that was
fun.
really fun.
I
Yeah.
love Cinderella.
Why do I feel
Yeah.
like 10 3-pointers isn't like that many? That
It's
sounds
30
awful,
points.
but like
Can
10,
I have you do me a favor, Kira?
I'm okay.
I would love for you to go to a gym.
Okay.
Okay. I want you to get a basketball. I want you to record yourself shooting
No.
10 3-point shots. And I want
And
you to tell me how it goes.
And that's
But
just
like,
that's no one defending you. That's just
Yeah.
you shooting them.
okay, that's fair. But I'm like, shouldn't they be able to just do that in their sleep? That's awful. I'm sorry that I'm saying this. I'm sorry. I realize what I'm saying, but like that's why I went with
Shouldn't
the
they just be better
15
than that?
because wasn't there was some record that recently was overtaken by a woman and Steph
Mhm.
Curry held that title.
Yes.
And it was something for shots, like whether it was
Uh-huh.
the most shots.
It was most 3-pointers in a season.
Was it Caitlin
Do you know
Clark?
who did
In a
it? Yeah,
season.
Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark
Uh-huh.
just pushed the record for Steph Curry.
Uh-huh.
That's all I know.
Do you know
But-
what school Caitlin Clark goes to?
She's wearing
I
white.
know who she is. I know who she is. If that helps you.
What, like, I don't know, Minnesota?
No.
Iowa?
Where do
don't-
I live?
Well, Iowa, but I don't. Is it Iowa?
Yes.
Oh, I
Hawkeyes,
thought
baby.
that was too obvious. Sorry, I do know where you live.
No. Go Hawks, baby. Let's go.
Go Hawks,
Oh,
baby.
shoot. So like
Caitlin
you're
Clark,
like you're
number
like on top of the
22.
world.
Number 22
Caitlin
because
Clark is
she loves
basically
Taylor
the
Swift.
biggest superstar in the world.
Are you?
Do you know that,
fangirling?
Kira?
in the sports
No.
world.
I didn't know that.
Okay, well,
She's kind of a big deal.
she's a really freaking big deal, okay?
Anyways,
Okay.
next question.
Anyway, next question. Okay.
Anyway,
Okay, so now we are going to transition into women's basketball. Okay.
okay.
So this college currently holds 11 national titles. Okay. Which school is it? Is it the University of Iowa? Is it the Tennessee Lady Volunteers? Is it South Carolina? Or is it UConn?
Okay, did you intentionally say college? Because one of them is a college and not a university?
You're reading into that.
Okay.
What was the question?
What the?
I know. I was just going
No.
to guess a school because I kind of forgot what the question
I'm
was.
just
Okay.
saying.
Too
It's
held
been
up
so
on
long,
university.
so I kinda
One of
forget.
these schools has 11 national titles. Like they've gone to the tournament and won it 11 times, which is as many 3-point shots as Kiera claims that she can make.
Okay, not me, just an actual professional. I'm gonna say South Carolina because Carolina.
Okay.
I forgot the question again. I'm going to say UConn.
Mare is on a roll
I
tonight.
didn't even remember the question.
Fair, I cannot with you right now. Go dig a hole.
Yes. Loser.
UConn has 11 national titles, and the really
Yeah.
cool thing is from 2013 to 2016, they had 4 straight championships.
Wow.
4 straight.
That's pretty impressive.
Go Connecticut.
Yeah. Caitlin Clark also almost went to UConn
Wow.
and changed her
Shoot.
mind. Last minute.
Go Hawks.
Okay, this is going to be my last question for you guys today,
Okay.
and I hope that you get it.
Okay.
But I'm
hope I
also
do.
not going to give you
Well, I'm
any.
2 for 2, so
I'm not going to give you any multiple choice questions this time because
oh my gosh, okay.
this is a place that you guys should know.
okay.
Okay, you ready?
Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
Okay.
Okay. What
If
team
that's right.
holds the record for most consecutive NCAA tournament appearances? So basically from 1990 to 2017, they never missed.
I'm gonna say Jayhawks. Rock Chalk.
Are you? Wow.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I don't know why I just ain't because you said we should know it.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just throwing this out there. This
'Kay.
doesn't really have correlation with what you're saying, but I'm just going to
Okay.
say Duke.
Okay. That was a really good guess, Kira.
Was it actually?
However, by the grace of God, Meredith has gotten the answer correct.
I got it before you even asked it.
That
I
actually,
tried to really keep my cool, but I was like, oh my
That's
gosh.
actually really impressive.
Oh, thank you.
I
Thank
am
you.
genuinely shocked with you right now.
Holy Spirit, you are
No.
welcome
Shut up.
here. He spoke to me.
On Holy
No.
Week. Respectfully.
It's
shut
Holy
up.
Week, guys. On
Oh,
Holy
my
Week,
word.
shut up.
Respectively? No. Good job, Mayor.
Thank you.
I'm the worst. And
I
you're the
literally don't
best.
even know what just happened. I don't know what just happened.
Casey's actually blown away.
That's so funny.
If this is your first Casey Sports Corner, these girls truly know zilch about sports.
Nothing.
So
Well, right now it sounded like Mayor knows everything and I know nothing. So
that's why I'm
pretty
so
smart.
shocked. Well,
I'm
you
smart.
don't know that much, Kara. You really don't.
I don't. Hey, I know the Steph Curry thing. I threw
You
that
would know
in
more
there.
than I do, though. I will say. I know. I don't watch
No.
it.
I would
you
say
got- you
Kira's
got
probably
3
a
for
little bit
3.
more well-rounded.
Yeah,
in the
Kira
sports
attends
world.
sports things. I avoid them. I'm
Yeah.
good. I don't ever need to go to another baseball game in my life.
Mhm.
Well, at the same time,
Aw.
you got all those right. So
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that is
good job.
literally so funny.
You're gonna go tell Bryce that right after this.
I am, and he's
recording,
gonna
aren't you?
he's gonna be like, "What? No way."
Yeah, I knew it.
Sometimes
He's
you just
gonna-
get lucky.
Yeah. He's gonna wish he married me instead.
Okay, I have a bonus question just because I want to test your luck
Okay.
because
Now I'm
There's-
scared. Now I'm gonna get it wrong.
No, don't say that.
okay. So the lowest seed that you can be in the NCAA tournament is a 16 seed. Okay. So there's 64 teams overall in the tournament. It's broken up into 4 different quadrants, like main quadrants. So there's a 1 seed and a 16 seed in every single quadrant. All right. Now, last year was the first time in history that a number 1 seed lost to a 16 seed. And if you ever heard the term like my bracket is busted, have you ever heard that?
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean probably because everyone's putting the first seed winning.
Yes.
And then-
right. And so you don't expect your number 1 seed to lose. Right. So, this past year, we didn't have a massive upset like that because those rarely happen. I think they've happened 3 times in the history of the tournament.
Okay.
Maybe it was 2 years ago. I'm probably wrong. Someone will correct me. Anyway, but this year, a 14 seed beat a 3 seed. Okay.
14 seed.
The 14 seed was Oakland. Anyone know who Oakland is? The
Is it
answer
in
is no.
California?
It is. It is. But no one's heard of this team before. Everyone was like absolutely shocked.
Yeah.
They beat a team that is an absolute franchise that you would always see in this tournament. It's like a Duke. Okay. So I'm giving you a hint by saying it's like a Duke. Okay.
Okay.
Who was this team?
Is that right, Case? Did you see my fingers?
I didn't. No.
Okay.
I didn't. I thought you were just pointing and wiggling your
No,
finger.
you said it's like a Duke. It's
I
not.
know.
It's like that
I'm
kind
gonna let
of.
you answer first, Mare, because like you're on a roll.
I can't think of like the big teams.
The only one I can think of is UNC because like Duke and
Look at her face.
is that right?
I'll
Is
let
it
Meredith
UNC?
guess first.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I'm gonna say UNC.
Don't
No,
default.
I said that.
Well,
Don't
because
default.
I can't think of any other teams.
Think of a blue team. How about that?
Duke.
I said it's like Duke, but it's not Duke.
I know, but they're blue.
I
I
know.
can't think of another blue team. Who's blue?
I
Michigan?
guess UNC is Duke.
Penn State? They're not in it. They're bad.
You're right. They're not in it, but they are blue.
Are they in the NIT?
I don't know. I don't really follow the NIT because it's kind of a waste of my time.
Don't care about them.
I'm
We only care about UNC
I'm
because that's the
my
answer.
UNC, and you have to say someone else because if I get this right,
No,
I
I'm
can die
saying UNC.
peacefully. No, you can't.
Unfortunately, it is not the Tar Heels.
Oh dang it!
Is that what UNC
That's
is?
UNC.
Okay, cool.
It's Kentucky, the Wildcats.
Oh, I would not have got that. I thought
Get
Kentucky
your head
was
in the
orange.
game. Get your head in the game.
How is that
you,
similar
get
to
you,
Duke?
get you, get
Just
you, get
'cause
you.
blue?
Yeah, they're blue.
Okay.
And
Got it.
also, like, they're like comparable with Duke in terms of like how good they are. Like, Kentucky's always
Interesting.
good.
I
And
wouldn't
they
have
lost.
guessed that.
Oh man, I
Okay.
need to check up on my friend
Well,
Anna. 'Cause
you know,
she always raves about
I-
Kentucky basketball. I need to see how she's doing.
I didn't want, truly, I didn't want Meredith to get all of those answers right. So I needed to throw something in there to make sure that people
Yeah.
knew to check her knowledge that she doesn't
Hey.
actually know.
I hate you too.
If this is your first episode, this is how we show love. Right
Yes.
here, right now.
Yeah.
Bullying
Can't let her
is our love
succeed
language.
just because
Yeah.
she can't have a
Just
good
'cause-
week.
We gotta
just 'cause
crush
she
each other's
did.
dreams.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hey, thank
Love
you guys
that.
for joining Casey's Sports Corner. It's truly been a blast having you here.
Wow.
Probably won't make an appearance again for a little
What's
bit.
the next sports thing? Baseball? Blah. I'm sorry, but who watches that?
Baseball is the longest season ever. By the time we
Do
get
you
to the
like
World
baseball,
Series, it's going to
Casey?
be months.
I've never really heard you talk about baseball.
I do really like baseball. I would say
okay.
I'm not avidly following during the season. I love
Sure.
postseason, though. Love it.
Mm.
I love a 7-series thriller. You know what I mean?
Same. Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Seven
Mhm.
series thriller.
Love the 7 series thriller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
That was fun, Case.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Thanks for putting that together.
Wasn't
Yeah.
my best, but that was really good.
It was my best.
Have
I
you
only
ever
hear
gotten a
this-
question right, Kira?
Like ever?
Yeah.
Definitely. Can't think of what they are, but for sure.
Not because of actual knowledge, definitely guessing, but
Mm.
Yeah. I mean, I think I was Meredith a couple times in the terms of like,
think
I'm
so.
just going to guess a random thing and then got them all right.
Yeah.
But this was football season, so this was a while
Yeah.
ago.
That's true.
well, for Mary Brings Down the Mood.
Yeah.
So one thing about Noah and I, we love Cody Co, the YouTuber.
Oh,
We love-
yeah.
That's like often we'll like eat supper and watch like a Cody Co video on YouTube. But Cody Co, his wife Kelsey, has a podcast called Circle Time that I listen to, and I got this question off of her podcast, so I'm fully stealing it.
Love
She at the end of her podcast, she has a time where she calls it like journal entry time because it's supposed to be. She was a teacher, so it's supposed to be like kind of teachery. So it's like, here's your journal entry. It's basically a Mare Brings Down the Mood. But she asked, if you had a mermaid tail, what would it look like? What color would it be? Would it be see-through? Would it be glittery? Would it have like seashells on it? what would your mermaid tail look like?
Casey's beaming from ear to ear. Case, you go first.
She's not
please.
beaming. You're
She is.
you're misunderstanding what
No,
a beam
she
on my
loves
face
this
looks
question.
like.
Beaming.
She loves this question.
You know how sometimes when I'm like about these, I think I might feel about this one because I've
okay.
never once thought about a mermaid tail beyond.
Oh my gosh, I've thought about it a lot.
But I know
actually.
you have, Mara. So
Yeah,
yours
even
is,
before I heard this question.
I know because you wanted to be a mermaid. So
Yeah.
it was like you were like a furry before they were a thing, but like in a mermaid sense.
I cannot.
I one thing about me, I do love mermaids.
And also
My
like
name-
Mare the mermaid and like Ariel.
My name
and,
means
like,
guardian of the sea. I was really into The Little Mermaid when I was little, even though now as an adult I know it has a terrible moral of the story.
Mm-hmm.
They all do.
But
They really do.
all the old ones honestly do, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let me. In my 5 seconds that I've been thinking about this, let
Yeah.
me.
Should I say mine
Yeah.
first since I been thinking
No.
about this?
No.
Okay, cool.
Because
cool,
yours
cool,
is
cool,
going to
cool,
be the
cool, cool,
best because you've been thinking about it for years.
Cool. She's been sitting on this question.
Mine is like that white gold iridescent.
Ooh.
I'm going for a classic tail. Like I don't want
Okay.
too many colors. The only time it's kind of rainbowy is just if like I'm sitting on a rock and the sun is shining on it.
Yeah.
So
You
it's
look
like that-
tan.
That's the point. My hair is obviously long and gorgeous and curled perfectly every time.
Okay, well I'm asking about your tail, so
Okay, well, I think more
Casey's
beyond
going
just the
head
tail.
to toe.
I'm talking the whole.
okay,
and my-
what are your
my
shells?
seashells. Thank you for asking. They are also that like ivory white, iridescent, and like I
okay.
have like a few gems. But like they're so subtle and like crystally and pretty that like you can barely tell. But like you get up close and you realize, oh wow, that detail. That's like someone really thought this through.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna explain no further.
I love that. Thank you, Casey.
You're welcome.
Kiara?
Kara, I want you to go next.
Oh gosh. Okay. My mermaid tail would probably be a
I want the listeners to know that her eyes are closed. She's literally asleep.
100%
I'm not
closed.
gonna lie, I'm so comfortable and I need
It
to
is
sit up, but I'm not going to.
Past midnight her time right now.
It's 12:30
asleep.
and my phone said get ready for bed at 9:30. If that tells you anything. But
Okay,
I'm
keep
pushing
going.
through. You guys are getting good content out of us, even if I'm half asleep. And I'm gonna picture it, so I'm gonna close my eyes. So my tail is like a sea foam green. So I think it's like a light green, and I like the shimmery effect. So it's like a little bit of shimmer. There was a kid's book that was about a fish with some really pretty scales.
The rainbow fish.
The rainbow fish. I kind of want a hint of rainbow fish in my scales. Like that kind of like shininess, but instead of more blue tones, green tones. And I think I'm also going to be wearing 2 big shells.
Massive shells.
Yeah, 2 honking shells.
The biggest shells in the sea.
They're not seashells, they're double D shells.
Good.
That was really good.
That was so good.
I'm crying.
Did you just think of that?
I did just now.
in her sleep state.
Crying in my sleep state. And I'm definitely gonna have really red Ariel hair, like long that like goes past like my boobs. Like it's just gonna be quintessential mermaid. Like my tail's gonna be banging, but I think it's gonna be my hair down to my tail. You know what I mean?
You're
Yeah.
unhinged.
And it's gonna be crimped. I know that for a fact. That's what it's gonna look like.
Oh my, okay.
Yeah, and
I
I'm
love
going
that.
to be a mermaid off the coast of what is Catalina Island?
Catalina Island.
Yeah, I just thought of that. I was gonna say Anna Maria Island,
love
but
that.
that's in Florida, and that's okay. But I meant Catalina Island, and that's my tail. That's it.
Get it?
Thank you.
That's my tail. Like,
That's my
guys,
tail.
double
Like
My
meaning.
story.
Wow,
Yeah.
I'm just full of puns.
This is my story.
tonight.
This is my song.
Praising my Savior all the day long.
I mean,
Yeah,
he's
amen.
risen, so love you. Jesus.
He's risen indeed.
He's risen indeed. At this point, he has risen, and he
Yeah.
is.
At this
He
point, yeah, when this comes out.
arose.
He
arose.
Casey, what's that one?
Hallelujah. Christ arose.
Casey, what's that one song though? You
He
know.
always
It's
throws
about
in a note
the
at the end.
song. It's about my
Yes.
sin.
It's
about how Jesus came to be born once so that we could be born again.
It's about
It's about the stone that was rolled
Oh.
away so that you and I could have real love someday.
It's about the cross. I'm gonna listen to that. Please
Wow.
send
No, every
all
Easter.
of your favorite Easter songs because I
Yeah.
need to listen to everything on
Mhm.
repeat. Because like, were you
I have
there?
three.
Kinda fitting.
I have 3 Easter songs that I listen to every single
Is
Easter.
"Were You There" one of them? Because if not, you need to add it to your repertoire.
Yeah, repertoire.
I
To your
Don't.
repertoire.
I don't currently.
Okay, well, add it to your repertoire.
I listen to hype.
Mm.
Easter songs like
Okay, like what?
yeah, like he is risen. He is risen
Okay.
Mm.
and he lives. That one. And then there's a whole, yep. And then there's an old like
Up
Ron
from
Canole
the
gospel
grave he
song.
rose.
Oh, I love that one.
No.
Okay.
Anyway, I'll send them to you on Easter.
Thank you.
Okay.
You'll receive a message
Not a
from
day
me.
before.
Perfect.
Nope.
Day before.
Can I share my
Mare.
mermaid tale?
Yeah. What's your
Sure.
mermaid tale, Mare?
Thank you. Okay, my mermaid tale. I think I like my mermaid tail to be the color like cranberry, like reddish.
Okay.
I remember watching.
Okay.
I remember watching The Little Mermaid, but is it the second one? No, the first one. But at the beginning, where all her sisters are like singing, like, and now they're singing something about like our sister Ari, because she's not there, so they're all like, ah, and one of them has a red tail, and I always thought that was really pretty. So I want
Okay.
that
Cranberry tail.
a cranberry red kind of tail that's like where the actual part where like my legs are is like solid and kind of sparkly, but then the fin is kind of like see-through, kind of a little
Ew,
bit.
I don't want to look through your scales.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can look away, and then just like a regular red like clamshell
picture this.
bra.
Okay.
And then my hair, I want it to be like one big thick braid down,
Okay.
Dutch
with
braid.
with some little like wispies, you know.
Yeah.
Where like
okay.
and maybe some like little seashells like clipped in it somewhere. That's my mermaid.
I'm going to
tail.
make an audacious request.
Okay.
Someone out there, can you depict what we just
Please.
described?
my
Oh, I
gosh.
like that.
And
We
like,
need a visual.
I think it would be so fascinating to see these characters
even
come
if
to
you
life.
use AI. I don't know how to do that. Someone do
Yeah.
that.
You might
I don't
be the
either.
new artwork for our podcast if you come up with
Yeah.
this.
Okay, do you want to be sponsored?
AI logos.
But yeah, anyway, I think
good idea,
honestly,
though.
all of those tales really describe our personality.
Yeah.
None of them are even similar at all to
No.
each other.
Yeah.
Like at all.
Just like us.
Yep.
We're also unique.
We're all different. We're unique. Unique. Well, thanks everyone for listening.
Thanks for being here. Thanks,
Uh,
Kathy,
wow.
for dropping
Thanks,
in.
Kathy.
Wait, I want to know what Kathy's mermaid tail would look like.
Oh, she would say that's why would I have a mermaid tail?
okay.
I'm a child of God.
Oh,
Oh, Jess.
Cool.
We
And also she's in the other room and I'm not getting up and asking her. So
that's
Cool,
actually
cool,
the main
cool.
reason.
Yep.
Okay.
that's the main reason.
okay, awesome, great.
I see her tail being like more like yellow.
Oh, really?
Ew.
Like a yellow.
I think
Yellow?
she hates the
I
color
think
yellow.
hers would be like a
actually.
pink.
Maybe I'm just thinking of Yellow because like the nickname of like
The cousin. That's so funny.
was Yellow. I think that's what came to mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm crying. That was
Maybe
so
I'll
good.
ask her and we'll see if she
See if
gives
she
me
has
an
an
answer. We'll
answer.
maybe put it in our story.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Perfect.
we'd love if someone would depict all of
Yeah,
these mermaids.
That'd be really fun.
It would be really fun. And also we'd love for you to write us an email. So send us an email at itsbeenforeverpod@gmail.com. Shoot us a DM on Insta.
Yo.
Follow us on TikTok. Just interact with us. We like you. We really enjoy doing this. And we hope you enjoy listening.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Well, see
I
you
have
next
nothing
week, I
more
guess.
to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
Same.
just see you next week.
I guess, you know what, guys? I think we'll just see him next week.
I think we'll probably see him next week.
I think we'll
Okay.
probably just see
Yeah.
you next week.
Oh, are we gonna go through it again? Okay.
Oh, were we going to see him next week?
Are we? Yeah.
Guys,
Okay,
I'm not doing
guys.
it again.
Bye. We're gonna see you next week. We love you guys. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
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 Bye.